Today's best country, Froggy 101. I'm Crockett. As we await a phone call, my line's ringing up here. Let's give this an answer. Froggy 101.
Hello, Crockett.
It's Joe Nichols on the line. Joe, what's going on?
Same thing, man. What's going on with you?
Not too much. Where are you at right now?
I'm in New York City.
New York City. I'm guessing it's for the release of your new CD, Crickets, which is in store now. We're going to come back to you, Joe, as soon as we play your newest hit. How's that sound?
Absolutely, man.
There you have it. We're talking to Joe Nichols after his newest. It's Sunny and 75 on Froggy 101. Joe Nichols, his newest, Sunny and 75 on today's best country, Froggy 101. As promised, Joe Nichols said he was going to call the show, and he's on the line right now. Now, Joe, you said right before your song that you're in New York City. I got to imagine it's for the CD release for your new CD, Crickets. Am I right?
Yeah, we're doing a bunch of press up here for the release of the album yesterday. A lot of TV, a lot of radio, and a lot of online stuff. So just meeting the street.
Now, Crickets hit stores yesterday. What can we expect from Crickets for those of us that haven't grabbed it yet?
Well, first of all, I'll say that this is the best album I've ever done, and here's why. We've got songs like Sunny and 75. We've got songs like Yeah, and a lot of things that are made for kind of a 2013 radio. But I'll tell you what, there's a traditional country element to this record that is as country or countryer than I've ever been before. Billy Graham's Bible, old school country song, Footlights. You know, it's a really well-balanced record, and I think if you listen to it 1 through track 16, by the way, 16 songs in this record, I think you'll hear just a journey, and it's a very, very cool theme, and it's a really, like I said, it's the best album I've ever done.
Now, you say there's a classic country sound in there. That's very interesting because a lot of people tend to drift away a little bit from that sound. Who are you drawing inspiration from in this album?
I think there's elements of lots of artists, but my favorite, Merle. You know, some of the country stuff on there pays a little homage to Merle and George Strait and some of those guys.
I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with Merle Haggard or George Strait as inspiration. It's funny, I was going through your information beforehand, and I saw that you once were a door-to-door steak salesman. Is this true? Can you confirm or deny this?
I sold steaks door to door for one day, and I didn't even sell a single steak. Actually, I was desperately needing a job, and the only thing that I could get a job that day doing was selling steaks door to door. I knew a friend of a friend that they kind of did that, and it was like I just needed to do something, and I was terrible at it. Oh, my God.
Well, see, now that fouls everything up because I was going to ask you to pitch me why I should buy steak from you on my doorstep.
No, I was so bad by the end of the day, and I felt so rejected that I would just walk up to people's doors and knock on their door and just say, without ever asking a word, just be like, y'all don't even like steaks, do you?
That's your opening line. You don't even like steaks, do you?
Y'all probably don't even eat meat here. You're probably vegetarians, ain't you? I'm just going to leave. Y'all kick me in the butt on the way out.
Wow, that sounds absolutely terrible. Would you say that's the worst job you've ever had?
By far. By far the worst job I've ever had. That was so miserable. And it only lasted one day, so I'd tell you how bad that was.
All right, so obviously my favorite job, the best job I've ever had is working in radio, and yours obviously being a country singer. Now, if you had to pick a second favorite job besides country singing, besides singing, what would it be? Like, for example, mine, I've always said if Circuit City was still open, I would go back there. What was your second favorite job you've ever had?
I actually enjoyed being a disc jockey. I was a disc jockey there for a while, and when I was in high school, I enjoyed, playing songs on the radio, and I enjoyed being close to the music business. So I enjoyed that.
Did you have a cool name, or were you just Joe Nichols?
I had like 30 names. I used to do back-to-back-to-back shifts, and I'd change my name up.
Well, you can't leave everybody hanging. What were some of the names that you went by on air?
Well, it depends on what time of the day and which day of the week it was, but on Sundays I would skip church. My friend and I both, we were idiots with names. We'd had all kinds of stuff. We were stupid. But basically the names you would prank call people with, that's what we were.
Now, Garth Brooks released that weird album where he was like that fake guy, Chris Gaines or something?
Right.
Did you ever think about coming out with your next album but using like one of your old disc jockey names?
No, I've never thought about doing that.
Well,
no.
there's something to consider.
And if Garth Brooks can't pull it off, I'm pretty sure
Your new song, Sunny and 75. We love it here in Northeast Pennsylvania. You were just joining us not too long ago with Guitars and Stars. We all love that. You can check out the replay at Froggy101.com. Joe Nichols, your new album, Crickets, is in stores now. Make sure you go and pick it up. Thanks for joining the show.
Thank you for putting me on today.
Like